Hi guys, so it is Tuesday, April 6th, and I've decided I'm going to start another vlog simply because I feel like it'd be easier than trying to explain to you each and every single week what I read, but also I feel like you could see my thoughts, feelings, and opinions on each book would be fun. So you guys really haven't missed out on anything. I have read one book. And then yesterday, on Monday, I read Come Tumbling Down by Shauna McGuire. And that book was not what I was expecting in the best way possible. I thought we were going to be following different characters, and instead we followed some similar characters that we've already seen before that I thought we were done seeing, but we were not done seeing. And went on a whole adventure, went through some trials and tribulations. I think we're done with these two of the characters for sure now, but that makes me really sad. But excitingly enough, I was able to get a hold of Across the Green Field, which is book 6, which means I'd be caught up with the series, and I'm really happy that I was able to get a hold of that. Because I really love this series. So, but anyways, this is the little spread I've decided to do for April. So this should be 30 squares if I counted them out right. And then down here, I will be tracking all the books I've read. Obviously, I have read 9 so far, but I also wrote down how many TBR challenges I have, which has changed a little bit because I had Layla draw an extra 3 for fun, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, why don't I just add another 3 challenges on top of 12? That's not scary. And then I also wrote down how many TBR books I had at the start, so I can see how many I took off by the end of the month. Right now, I have taken off 4, and I hope that you can see that over here. So here's the original 12 I had, and then my extra Layla picks, I have read 1 of them and accidentally highlighted the second one. But out of my jar picks, I have read 2 out of 12 so far. But I'm not panicked yet because this is only the 6th. So that is where we are with that. Oh, and now I'm off to do homework. Guys, so I know you probably. Okay, guys, so I ignore the sound in the background. That is my heater. But progress update on my to-do list I told you I was going to do earlier. It's been about almost 2 hours since I updated you, something like that. I have mostly cleaned my room. I still need to run a load of laundry, and I still have stuff behind me on the floor that I need to pick up. But I did rearrange my desk. I did make sure my journal was updated, and I have done one section, I guess, that I needed to work on. I actually have them written on my wall, so I had 4 of them. And now I only have 89 to page 92, and page 101 to 104 done. I'm kind of in my if I finish 2 of them today, that'd be great. But my long-term goal is to finish all 3 and just have tomorrow as a break day to do what I want, because on Thursday I go to classes, and Monday and Thursday I do classes normally. Yesterday I didn't go to class because my brain was too full of negative thoughts, and I needed a day to stay at home and breathe. But yeah, so I finished that. It is now 9:44. I'm taking a 30-minute break, probably closer to 20-minute break at this point, because I seen this thing that I can't remember what it's called, but basically it's like you do a 25-minute break, 5-minute break, 25-minute break, 25-minute sprint, 5-minute break, and then you do another one, and then after that third 25-minute break you take, or 25-minute sprint, you take a 25-minute sprint, or a break. So I decided to try that, but I ended up adding time to my last 25-minute break, so I figured since I added time to that last sprint, I could take a longer break. And actually, I really like this new technique that came out because I got quite a bit done. And by the time my last timer was about to go off, I was like, I don't want it. I don't want to stop. I want to keep going. So that's what I ended up doing. Is I kept going for a little bit longer, and it worked out really well. And so now I'm just watching Becca's vlog from the radiothon, and I also ended up refilming my Mythathon TBR, but I think I already told you that. So I don't really have any reading plans right at the second, but I think part of the break I might see if I can go ahead and get some more into Sacred Journeys. Good morning, everyone. So I have finished another book. I finished Sacred Journeys last night, and I'm giving it like a 4 star, I would say, because it's really enjoyable. Like, the problem was not the book, it was me, as far as how long I was taking to read it, but I really ended up enjoying it and gave it 4 stars. And then I also read most of Among the Imposters last night, and I was really surprised that I do remember most of the book, as I'm surprised by that because of how long it's been. But so far, I like how subtly the book is putting in things from the last book. And the things from the last book are either affecting the character or just showing you how the character is doing mentally. And that helps me out a lot because it's been a while since I read the book. And I thought I remembered most things, but the second book is reminding me I don't remember everything. And I'm also really curious where this is going to go, because this reading the second book or listening to the second book like I am, which I feel like it's still reading, was going to be the make or break of was I going to continue on with the series. And yes, I am. I'm going to be reading and finishing the other books, which just makes me happy because I was really hoping it would be that way, and I'm glad it's going to be, that I'm going to be finishing things. So otherwise, I don't really have anything else to update you on, besides the fact that I did most of my homework that I wanted to the other day, or that I wanted to do yesterday, and realized, oh my god, ignore my crazy hair. Realized that I accidentally skipped part of this section, but otherwise the rest of the answers are checked. It's ready to go for tomorrow, and the only thing I have to do is fold laundry, do the rest of my homework, and edit a video for you guys, because when I'm recording this is my week of daily uploads. So, as Libby would, literally, I said in my TBR game that there was no way I was going to be able to read Feast of Crows, because it's part of the Game of Thrones series, and even though it came up in my, it was one of the first picks that I drew out of my series jar. Well, it just showed up. My hair is a mess because it's humid, but I haven't updated you guys, I think, since yesterday. So currently, I said I needed to read 2 books today because, you know, I have books that are on ready for me to borrow, and I haven't borrowed them, and I have 2 days to do that. So the good news is that I'm 40% into A Conference of Birds, which is book 5 in the Miss Peregrine series. I will explain more at a different point in time because probably tomorrow, probably at the end of the vlog, because my brain's too scattered right now. But yeah, I completed pretty much all my to-do lists today. Um, went to school, went, edited and uploaded video. I'm updating you guys. I read some. About the only thing I didn't do was yoga today, which I've been really bad about this week, but I feel like a week off isn't a bad thing. But I've also been working on this, so I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. So this box I had originally painted for no reason. It kind of just held extra school supplies, and I didn't like that idea anymore. So I decided this box, instead of because originally I had Layla pick book every month. I would give her 3 random books, and she would choose one of those 3 random books. But she is having a lot of fun being able to pick a book out of my jars. And so, you know, I figured, you know, instead of making this into like a punishment if I don't finish a book, she would have to pick one. I let her pick her favorite number, and that's how many books she's going to be drawing out of here. Her favorite number is 10, and that would be like most of my hoopla holds, so she's going to pick 5. Yeah, so my current plan is to try and go to bed before midnight, but also try and see how many more books I can squeeze in here. Maybe finish my audiobook. I make no promises. Pick up my room a little bit, and I will update you guys in the morning. So my heater is running in the background because I got a cold. But also I need to flip this fucking day around because I had a really, really good day started, and then I passed out. Well, I didn't pass out. Kind of. I fell asleep. And had a depression dream, which I don't ever talk about. But I do have those every once in a while, and this one in particular sucked. I think the number one place people can hit is talking about my family. Well, that's pretty much what happened. So, to fix this shit, I need to clean up my desk at some point. But for the most part, I need to work on homework. So that's what I'm gonna do. That is the plan. It is 8:57 in the morning. I'm gonna get started on homework. At some point, I'm gonna work on the Layla box some more and fill it up with more books to pick from. And we're just not gonna I'm not gonna let this depression dream get in my way. I just wanted to put this in here to let people know that it's perfect as it seems. It's not. But also, if you're struggling or something, as cheesy as it sounds, really, you're not alone. I'll update you guys when I have either finished homework or I have read some more. I'm really not that far away from finishing Conference of Birds, and last night Layla drew out of my overdrive jar because I didn't know what the frick I was going to read after a Conference of Birds, and evidently I'm going to push past, and I'm going to read With a Fire on High, which I'm super excited about. Yeah, here's hoping I can get 2 books done today, and my homework, or at least the majority of it. Okay. So, I just finished A Conference of Birds, and I loved it. I knew I probably would. There's not been a book in the Peculiar Children series, the original trilogy, or this one, that I haven't enjoyed. And Ransom Reigns never fails to have the most strongest cliffhangers and well-written books. I mean, no book is perfect. I probably there's some things I don't have any bad words about this book. Let's be real. The ending, I don't know what to think about. I'm just praying that my favorite, I know the main one of them is fine because he plays an important role in the book, and I'm assuming the other character is fine because they play a new important role in the book. Well, not completely new because they've been here since the book before last. So yeah, but also that was a little painful. Like, Ransom Riggs is so good at playing with people's hearts, I swear, because, and their minds, because not only is a cliffhanger fantastic, but every chapter is a cliffhanger. Feels like has a cliffhanger because I never want to put it down. And it was just amazing, and I'm also very glad that I don't have to wait that long between this one and the officially last book in the series. Like I had to wait for half of days because that was painful. So yeah, I will definitely be reading the last book very soon, but that means I finished book 13 for the month. Very happy about that. That means I will also be picking up a Fire on High, and I gotta go do some. And I will also be taking a book at updating, taking one thing off the top part of this box and putting it in the bottom of the box to mark that I've read it. And technically that finishes my Miss Peregrine's series challenge, but I am not going to take that out of there until I've actually finished both books. So yeah, that is my current update, and I will let you guys know when I start Fire on High. I just wanted to add in here, ignore my crazy hair, I was just playing with it. I just wanted to add in here that the Poet X just put something I've been trying to explain for so long into words, and it's the best explanation to people who don't force Christianity or their beliefs on people that I've ever heard. She called her I'm not black. I can't say that word. I mean, I can, but it's hard for me to say. Abuela? I butchered that, and I'm so sorry. A soft Catholic, because she doesn't force her beliefs on other people. I think that's amazing. I think that's a perfectly good way to explain it. Like, that's kind of how I feel. Like, I'm a soft Christian. I don't force it on people. I also don't put myself in specific categories, so there's that. Just a small note. Hi. So here's the plan for today. My mom is coming to see me. I need to call my grandma and my uncle. I'm gonna try and squeeze in to work on some more homework and currently doing some live streams. So that is where I'm at. I haven't read hardly anything this morning, but I am an hour away from finishing with a Fire on High. I was just doing a couple days along with a couple other books. I think the next one I'm going to read is Dread Nation, and that's pretty much just where I'm at. Ignore the fact if my eyes are super puffy. Just homesick, crying things. What happens when you're bi-state, when your family is bi-state, and you have two homes, metaphorically. Anyways, so yeah, well, I hate doing homework on Saturday, but I didn't hardly work at all yesterday, so that is the plan for the day. And also try to look a little less like a as far as updates on We Set the Dark on High, or We Set the Dark on Fire, that's what I was trying to think of. I went and returned it thinking that it would have I would have a normal turnaround of I would return it and it was automatically available again. I was wrong. So mostly my plan is to finish the last half of We Set the Dark on Fire, or the Fire on High, and the last bit of Lord of Shadows, and also the Desolation of Devil's Acre. The last Miss Peregrine's book is due in a couple days now. So I also plan on inhaling that. I'm starting Desolation of Devil's Acre. It's due tonight. I know my heart's getting ready to hurt, and my heart already hurts because I just finished Lady Midnight. Which, the ending wasn't that heartbreaking, but it was there's a certain character that died that has been with us for a very long time. Well, I say been with us. That has been in the series for a while now, and I can't believe they're gone. And I'm worried about another character, and Cassandra Clare does this every time, so I'm not surprised, but it doesn't mean I'm the happiest person in the world. Anyways, I have to finish this by today, and I'm gonna go. Hello everyone. So this might be a weird angle, but it should be good. So I figured it's time for an update. I don't know officially the last thing I told you. I know I told you that I was starting a Conference of Birds, but I don't think I discussed my feelings on Lord of Shadows. I keep wanting to say Lady Midnight. It's Lord of Shadows. So last night I did finish Lord of Shadows, and I really enjoyed it. The ending was a bit more shocking than I expected. I feel like I'm a little bit confused as to why certain things happened and where things are going. Luckily, I have Queen of Air and Darkness to listen to. But I feel like there are certain things that aren't adding up. I feel like there's just too much that happened all at once. Oh my god, my nails are so bad. I feel like there was so much that was happening all at once that it was kind of chaos, but I think the chaos was meant to happen. But see, that's where I'm confused. Was the chaos meant to happen, or are we currently just stuck with another mess because of the fucking people, or the villain? I hate calling them a villain. I wish a villain sounds so childish for some reason to me. I just really hope for the best because it seems like we are making a lot of good progress as towards Shadowhunter laws and things, figuring out different things, what's going on and such. And now, and now I'm just worried that we have another war breaking out, but like, we just had a war. Well, technically it was 5 years ago, but still. We just had a war, and I don't want another one right now. I would prefer not to have one at all, but I guess we'll see what's happening. But in other news, I am officially 26% into the Desolation of Devil's Acre. I will say one, not plot thing. I'm gonna figure out this hair because I still want to record a video today. Meh. Anyways, one non-plot thing is the narrator does an amazing job. There is a certain scene where there is voice changes, and I was like, okay, this is I know there's a lot of great voice actors, But I was worried about how that was going to happen. I don't have the physical book, but I could tell because there was this character, another character coming into the scene, that there was going to have to be a voice change. And they did it flawlessly. There was several voice changes um, because of a mocking tone that was going on, because of dramatics that was going on in a non-bad way. I mean, bad for the characters, but not in a sense that it made it annoying, at least in my opinion. And the character growth is just beyond me. We're not even halfway through this book, and there is quite a bit of character growth that isn't convenient. There really isn't any convenient character growth. And I don't know, I've been like so zoned out. That's one thing that I loved about the Miss Peregrine's audiobooks, at least the later three. I haven't listened to the other ones before, but the later three, so Map of Days, A Conference of Birds, and now Desolation of Devil's Acre. I put in my headphones and I'm in that world. I'm not here. So if you want to see how the Desolation of Devil's Acre, the final book in Miss Peregrine's went, stay tuned. It is done. It is over with. I read The Desolation of The Devil's Acre, and one day, my heart is hurting. If, as you may have seen in the previous clip, yeah, it was a really good book. I can't talk about this book without spoiling it. So, yeah, also you could see how still emotional I was after after the book, because those were genuinely still right. Like, I had calmed down, I was calm, and as I was, for whatever reason, as I was putting the stuff into the box and the jar and stuff, I started crying again. I have to keep moving because it's 30 reads in 30 days. I can't stop, but I'm gonna be mourning this book for quite some time. As far as what my plans are for today, it's my birthday, so I'm just kind of vibing. But I do plan on finishing my last three pieces of my homework that I have to do. Oh, I don't have to do it. I could just bum out and not do it and do it tomorrow, because GD classes, you can do them at your own pace. But I don't want to do that. So I fully plan on finishing those three and picking up another book. I'm probably going to finish with A Fire on High finally. Considering how little this, like, I could have read this book in a day. I could have finished it a couple days ago. This is just the problem with me and standalones. I'm a series person, and especially with books that I enjoy a lot, like standalones, I don't want to finish them because I'm like, this is it. I'm not getting any more of this character. That's why I had to push so hard to finish They Both Die at the End. For I believe it was Bookopoly. And we'll go from there. Also, my sensory issues are on level 1000 today because it is quiet in the house, minus me talking. Because my aunt and uncle are asleep. my cousins are at school, so it's just me, pretty much. And I don't have my heater running, which I will, because I'm kind of, no, I'm not warm, but I'm not cold, so my body doesn't know what it's doing. And yeah, that's it. Hi, I just finished another book, but I'm going to quickly wrap up this vlog. Now I haven't edited it yet at the time of recording this clip, but I have reviewed the footage and gathered it together. So during this vlog, I finished quite a few things. At the start of this vlog, I read Come Time Lay Down by Shauna McGuire. I gave that a 4 stars, and quite enjoyed it. Didn't expect some characters to show up. I'm really interested to see what happens in the next book. Then I read You're Only Old Once by Dr. Seuss, and that was a children's book, but I still ended up enjoying it because I still like Dr. Seuss. And then I finished Sacred Journeys, which I've mentioned in like 4 videos now that I gave it 3 stars. Then I finished Among the Imposters, which is the next book in the Among the Hidden series, and I quite enjoyed that. I'm very excited for the next book. And I think I gave it a 3.5. Then I finished A Conference of Birds, which I gave 4 stars, and Ransom Riggs really did hit me with another hard cliffhanger, as he always does. And then from there, I finished Dread Nation. Dread Nation is kind of what would happen in the Civil War if it went differently. So it had zombies. They're a weird, unique form of zombies. I'll just say the Living Dead. And it deals with a lot of important conversations, mainly racism, but there's also a possibility of a couple LGBT characters in there, which, if you know history in the 1800s and such. What was I trying to say? In the 1800s and such, it was difficult. Difficult is not even the beginning of a good way to explain it, but it was a terrible time for people of color and any people that might have been LGBT. Obviously didn't have the support system we do now, and also were pretty much hidden to the point that they're not marked in history. So there's that. And then I finished Lord of Shadows finally after putting it off for months and months and months. And I really enjoyed it. I'm super excited for Queen of Air and Darkness. And then I finished The Desolation of Devil's Acre, which we all seen how badly that hurt my emotions. Still can't believe that series is over. And I definitely gave that a 5 stars. And then just now before recording this, I finished With the Fire on High, which I am giving a 5 stars. I really wish it was another one of those books that I read this year that I would wish I had read it sooner. And I am giving it a 5. So that is how the last couple weeks went. This week was definitely a struggle compared to last week. Last week was a struggle to upload videos. This week was a struggle. Well, no, not a struggle. Last week was fun for the challenge of uploading videos every single day during the normal work week, school week. But this week was more of a mental struggle for the last few days, so Monday through Monday and Thursday, really, not really today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how well it came out, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.